Here we are again in the mines. The salt mines. This is how you get super salty.
Ooh, box. Okay.
So has Lucas been here then?
I suppose that must be the idea. Like, if you look over, can you see any bombs? No. Okay. To be fair, we're quite tough now, aren't we?
I guess. I'm actually genuinely super salty right now. Come back to that.
Oh yeah, this is sort of looking makeshift evil laddie. He must have had like a little outpost here.
Really?
Indefinite, go for it. Injecting.
Just hidden there? That's cray cray.
Does there anything underneath?
Nope. Well, other than that.
Sent Friday, January 16th, 2015, 12:42 a.m. Thanks to you guys, it's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal, and she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too.
Mom and Dad are still totally under though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys programmed into her? It's kind of fucked up. This sounds like Lucas, right?
I know that was Zoe, I was thinking. Because Zoe was cognizant, as it were. Sent Friday, November 4th, 2015, 2:10 a.m. That bitch Mia is still somewhere in between Evie La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favourite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mummy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up.
So I think it's Lucas for two reasons. Language. And he was the one who's been sending out communications.
Right.
Sent Friday, September the 1st, 2016. 1:10 in the morning. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street to add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain in the ass for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along.
By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly, and she's getting grey hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden.
So, yeah, what we discovered is that I went back and I had a quick go at the beginning of the game again in normal because I was curious about the difficulty level. One of the things we found is quite early on you find a photo with
E-001, which is on the bottle.
Yeah.
We find a photo, and if it's of Granny, you find it in the little room where you deposit Mia on a sofa.
So yeah, we kind of guessed that, because I wanted the game to make it more obvious, but we kind of guessed that from that, which you're obviously supposed to have forgotten about, like we did until we went back and had a quick look. It's the old lady.
Yeah, so it's like she's always kind of creepily around, and she's watching you, and you can't shoot her. We did discover that as well.
Yes, you tried. You horrible monster. I was just thinking I need some more handgun bullets, but there wasn't actually a thing. I was hoping there would be a storage box.
I think you just want to keep looking around.
It's the infection report. It gives you the long and the short. This report details the symptoms that appear when the bacterium, and that's got a footnote, hereafter referred to as mold, that grows inside of the E-series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with E-series weaponized assets.
Initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself and slowly takes over cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the infected subject gains remarkable regenerative abilities. During experiments, we removed arms and legs from test subjects and found that they were able to coapt. I've never seen that word before, I don't think. Found that they were able to coapt the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes.
Mid-stage infection. Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations, and soon comes under complete control of the E-series asset. If this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego.
Aren't we hearing the girl talk in our head? Complete infection. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all result in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject at this stage would be extremely difficult. Yes, I think this is just sort of starting to reveal bits and pieces. Just make sure you're looking at everything. E-neurotoxin EAD series dosage test.
That's E-necrotoxin.
Oh, sorry.
Neuro.
Oh, E-necrotoxin, yes, you're quite right.
10 minutes after dose, death. How will you make it out?
12 minutes after dose, cell calcification.
5 minutes after dose, vomiting.
Medication on the table. There's like a big cable underneath you as well.
Yeah, they're all running to this refrigerated unit. E-necrotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on the E-series bioweapon model. Used only for disposal of E-series assets. The toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of an E-series cells into the neurotoxin container.
Well,
we have one of them.
Those, yeah. That's what you were hovering over.
It's not a herb, really.
You not want to look around before doing this, just in case?
Okay.
Okay. This project was instigated in the year 2000 as one of several concepts for the company's NextBAS, Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative, working with technical assistance from HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants en masse with minimal direct contact. NextBAS was later folded and all its assets diverted to this project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants.
Since this effectively eliminates the costs of not only POW handling but also combat itself, it's no wonder we had the, and even, organisation chomping at the bit to get on board.
The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery in Redacted of Redacted. The remarkably progressed vicariant evolution fungus that we commonly term the mutamycete?
Massetti? Mutamycete?
Mutamycete. Term the mutamycete.
I don't know.
Term the mutamycete. I find this font actually a little hard to read.
It's fine, we're a fair distance from the TV.
The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutamycete genome to pre-stage for human embryo and perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens. and graded based on usability from the impractical and faulty
Series A through D to the perfected E series. A common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending in with urban refugee populations.
The first E-series specimen, named Evelyn, has proved capable of secreting the mutamocyte redacted from her tissue at will. It is also of note that Evelyn's mutamocyte imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control, but the working theory is that the vector is similar to the autoinducer pheromones used for quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria.
Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, although she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. We've had this all through the game. Like when Mia saw her, and obviously we've been seeing her as well as Ethan, and hearing her. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection reveal that at first the Phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. The psychological shock this induces helps to break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effect, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamycete infection has progressed throughout the body's cells, so the body blankety blank blanks.
So there's no little girl?
No.
That seems to be really what it's implying.
She's the hallucination. The real Evelyn is the old lady.
Anything over there, yeah, I was going to say. Okay.
More documentation. A bit of an info dump, actually.
It is a bit. It's very exposition-y. Evelyn's functions also include the ability to form organisms, not organizations, from mycelia, the fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important, though, is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. And the researchers have begun calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold, and also molded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing a blank on samples of Evelyn's body tissue produces a unique fungicidal serum. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, which is what we've seen several times. Right. But if the subject's cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Right. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects, rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to blank would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we call E-necrotoxin, which blanks in even tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behaviour is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments, we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she were really their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as the theme for her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl.
On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceived lack of love in her quarantined upbringing. A parent's love.
could think of a yet third reason, which is understanding that people are sometimes willing to do things they wouldn't usually for family. It's sort of an emotional extreme. There is a door there, yes.
So there's a couple of things we've learned there, though, that things like if you're infected, the cure will kill you. Because it keeps on sort of glossing over the fact that we had an arm cut off and then reattached. We're infected. We have to be.
Yeah, I think it's going for a big reveal, but you've
Are we supposed to have forgotten?
Yeah. Because, yes, it's like we saw her, we've heard her, we've had her arm cut off, it's gotten back on, we keep getting stronger.
So, and the other thing that springs to mind from what we've read so far is that the enemies, they do seem like fungi.
So is there nothing in that door, or are we going to go for the door after?
I'm going to do this.
Okay.
I'm assuming there'll be a box soon where we're supposed to retrieve this, in case we put it away.
Necrotoxin. Necrotoxin.
Necrotoxin.
It's green.
A special serum for disposing of E-series test subjects. It could destroy Evelyn if injected into her. We're gonna have to murder an old lady. Okay. Those look cool.
It's all very industrial.
Oh look, I was right.
For the devil, yeah. There might be some things to pick up here as well, yeah. Have a good look around.
Or is that a hint?
It might be worth making sure you take...
you know what, let's just make sure we save. I think we can deal with anything that comes up. We can always come back.
I'm a bit suspicious about what the thing says, yeah. Oh, a thing in the corner just by the box. Okay, I thought it might be a bag.
We're still in the salt mine.
We're on the other side here. I would go look over there before going down. I suspect down is the way forward.
I can't do anything with it anyway.
Ever onward. Ooh, creepy noises. Seems there might be something hidden behind here. Yeah. So this is where we couldn't look before. Chem fluid. I can hear humming. Expect creepiness, yeah. There's bullets.
Oh, it keeps on giving us good ammo. Stop it.
Pays to look around, yo. Yeah, I'm thinking, are we hearing something further in the mine we can't yet reach? It was just stopped humming anyway. monsters. Yeah, they're going to start appearing, I assume.
I don't know how much of this is going to be. Oh, it's an illusion.
Well, she's an illusion, but it did seem to suggest that the molded are real.
Nope, that didn't work.
Try going around it again. Yeah, you'll like lure them forward, maybe. Oh, you could just put a bomb down. Oh, that's 2 down.
I'm using the super special ammo, so it is actually fairly effective.
Because it's doing very fraught music.
Actually, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was going to totally crowd me with them.
Is that something to pick up on the ground? No, okay.
What? I
can't tell for the ooze. I'm assuming we'll possibly just get attacked from here on out. There's a left here, yeah. Oh, herb.
Digging the music though.
Yeah.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dexter, 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 Dexter.
Feels fraught without being too much. More goo monsters. I've played horror games where I think the music has been a bit too much. I think like Dead Space 2 is really bad and 3 as well. Because the first one wasn't that bad. It's like a box there, yeah. Oh, there's like multiple paths. Was it a bit of a fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me situation?
Or as I often put it, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. Oh, come on, you know I'm thick.
It's just the switch to our left, yeah.
Okay, let's continue onward.
Monster. And one more, hopefully, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I've got a left and a right. Assuming left isn't the way forward, yeah. It's a bomb monster, maybe. I can hear footsteps.
There isn't a reward for predicting them, you know.
Cool, cool. Anything else in here?
No, it looks like you're a lot.
Doing good, doing good. Ever upwards now as well, which is interesting. Ugh. It's down, it's down. Goo structures to our right now. It's intense. Oh, we can get in there, that's why. Oh, it's just a clamp light. Can we get up there?
I don't think so.
No. Oh, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. It's just in case.
Sometimes I always find it odd playing a game where you can't jump.
Giant monster? Yeah. But we know how to deal with these. Not too far away.
I didn't actually detonate that.
Oh, do it!
Let's try not kill ourselves by falling off.
You don't seem to be able to climb that reliably, so maybe just avoid it entirely. There's more than
Oh,
one.
there's actually two.
Yeah.
Ow.
You can get up here, I think.
What on earth hit me?
They're actually quite fast, I think, these ones. Where's the other one? Yeah, you can, like, it looks like you can get up the thing on the right here as a ramp.
No flipping way you're hitting me from there.
Yeah, they're like extra special versions or something. Did that do it? No. Yes. Whew. They were annoying. But there are lots of boxes.
And breathe.
Yeah. Why do you keep using herbs?
Because I've got loads of them.
Okay, so I figured that would be a bit of a waste of herbs.
Got loads of them. 14 of them I had last time I checked.
Yeah, I think there was like a couple dotted around.
Where did they even come from?
I think they were just appeared. Oh, we out in the open, sort of. If you look up,
it's the night sky above us.
Oh, cool.
Because I kept on worrying I was going to go too close to the edge and fall off. And then I sort of went, is there actually a precipice, or was that just me imagining it? Because, you know, sometimes when you're looking at 3D, and it'll sometimes just invert, and then look like it's the wrong way around. I think I had that happen, and I thought, like, I can't... Am I about to fall off something? And I think all I was doing was edging towards a wall.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to get up to these and maybe shoot them. I said while you were fighting you might want to use a ramp. Maybe it's to make it easier to shoot them in the head. There's a box there. So
Yes, I just spotted it.
What about the center structures? I don't think we can do anything with it.
No, I think that was purely so that you could get behind it when they do their vomity attack.
Okay, go.
James, I thought it was interesting that Lucas might not actually be controlled, but he's also kind of sick on his own.
Yeah, I'm thinking surely he's a sicko anyway then, just in case there's anything at the edge.
Doesn't look like it. Getting a bit full.
You could reload, like your handgun is empty, you could reload it.
I can't, I don't have any more ammo.
Oh. I suppose use something else then, yeah. Same as because the military's involved, because we know it's the shady Umbrella Corporation. I'm kind of waiting for the Outlast style ending where people come in and just shoot you anyway. Oh dear. See a save thing there as well. Is there a boss encounter coming up? Mine map.
Wait, what's it called? Oh, Take Down Evelyn. Because I was thinking, like, it said something strange. But it's like, because that was the last one.
And a wheelchair.
This feels like the inside of the house.
It is. We're in the basement.
Isn't this where we were like ages ago when we were trying to rescue
Mia.
Mia?
That's the room where she went, ah, doll.
Oh, so we're actually in the demo house again. Yeah!
Yeah, because Salah's where we found Mia. So this is right back to the beginning.
Hidden passage. Back door. Yeah, well, I think before we examine this doll right here, we're going to leave it there.
We'll see you then.